Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So posted a couple videos lately, kind of coming back into hopefully somewhat regular video postings. The last one was about customizing Plasma to show, well, at least to the way I use it. But still get a lot of interest on how to customize Awesome. And I've actually had an issue on my laptop. I was running Arch. I had a dbus core / libdbus conflict. I couldn't sort it. I probably could have, but I just couldn't be bothered. Probably some package I had that depended on one of the ones that needed to be removed, and so it locked it in there. Couldn't fix it, so figured it was a good chance. And now I'm back on Gen 2 on the laptop. Still on Manjaro on the desktop, but the laptop's now back to Gen 2, as you see here. Got a new build here. And if we go to, let's just go back to the start. Back to my GitHub page, we go to the Awesome laptop. You'll see that it's all updated now to this new config. So this is the new Gen 2 Awesome config, and this is what I'll show you how to reproduce. So we could go through, start in, one of the first things I'm going to do is, for this, I'm going to change the font size. V, and then I have a Vim shortcut where I do space, exclamation point, comments all that out. Then I do V, and I do space caret, so that gets rid of the commenting. Save, exit. This is merge X resources. Exit out of there, and now I have bigger fonts. So we could do. Another alias I have is EA is vim.config /awesome/rc.lua. We could go through about how all of this stuff works and go through one by one, but I'd rather get it in place and then go through it. The other one I have is EW, which is editwe.lua. There's a whole bunch here as well, but it just would take too long to start from scratch. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to go to a pre-installed XFCE. This is bare bones. I did do a quick couple packages to get started a little bit, but we're going to go ahead and do a sudo pacman -s awesome and vicious. I had an issue with this when I started it up with resolution in Awesome for some reason. It was a real headache. I'm hoping it's not so much a headache this time. I might have to manually plug in different resolutions, which is a pain, so bear with me if that happens. The next thing we're going to do is a Yaourt, and we're going to do a ZSH, and you can see what I have installed here. I have, let's see, I have 2, which is just ZSH, then I have my ZSH and my ZSH Powerline theme, and then at the bottom I have ZSH syntax highlighting. We're going to go ahead and here, change shell -s to ben ZSH, and we're going to do sudo su, and we're going to do change shell here as well, s ben ZSH, exit, and let's get Firefox up. Real quick, what I'm going to do is rf git. We're going to mk directory git. So if we ls out here, we see it's right there. And we're going to get Firefox up. And we're going to go to my GitHub page, which is github.com/msjche. We go to our .files laptop. We're going to clone this, copy, and then cd to git. We're going to git clone, then Control-Shift-V to paste that or clone it. And while that's happening, let's get a new tab up. And we're going to do Yaourt ZSH with Vim. And which ones do I have for Vim? Holy crap, there's 400 and something. Well, that's too many to go through. So let's just sudo pacman -s vim. It's good enough for now. Go back here. Let's make sure this is going slowly. We're going to do Yawert. Let's clear that out so you can see a little better. Yawert urxvt, and you can see I have installed 2 and 3 pearls and patched, and then at the bottom is the daemon. So if we launch urxvt now, I don't think it'll look good. Yeah, this is just stock, so we haven't actually loaded any configs yet. So C back to home, clear that out. Alright, so once this is done, it is done. Let's go ahead and minimize this and this, and let's get a file manager up. Let's get 2 of them up, get one to the right, one to the left, resize them a little bit so we can see them a little better. Okay, so we're going to go to, let's get rid of the hidden for now. Let's go to git .files laptop, and now we do the unhide, and let's do the unhide now. So we got in the config, we've got these things. You don't need all of them, but I would recommend at least doing piano bar. And go to config, make sure you go to config on this one as well, and just Control C over here, paste. So let's just do it this way. Copy, paste. Again, making sure both are in config, and then go Alt left or back arrow, same thing, Alt left. And we're going to do conky, sure, in case you want conky. We're going to do fonts. We're going to do mpd, mut, ncmp, vim, scripts, tmux, vimrc, xinit, xresources, zsh, all of this stuff. Control C over here in the white area, Control V. Yeah, replace all. Okay. Next thing we do, we bring this terminal, go back over here actually, do Alt left, awesome manager laptop. We're going to clone, copy that, and now we're going to go back home, cd to squiggly, and we're going to cd, I don't know if I deleted this or not, .config, awesome, I did, okay. So let's do mk directory .config, awesome. Now if we follow the directions, which are git clone this to there. So everything in here is going to go, you can do it from home. So if I were again to just basically start this from brand new, open terminal, this should work. So it's going to clone it into config awesome. However, you do need to have awesome, that folder created, obviously. Although it might just write it, I don't know actually. Might even make it easier. Once that's done, it's almost done. And as you see, this is as of really recently. I just did this, so so let's go ahead and cd to cd.config awesome. ls in here. So there's my profiles. You'll notice that ls there is no RC Lua yet, so we need to do the symlinks, which is here. And the reason I left this blank is so you could do either one of these. You could do the Zenburn one as well if you wanted. So we just Control V in that, cd to this directory, then symlinks of everything in the profile to here. And then we do the ls ltra, and you'll see that we, themes, RC Lua, MenuGen, lane, everything is pointed to the profiles. The reason being is sometimes you want MenuGen in one config or lane in one config, but you don't want it in another. This is the way to get around it. So if you want different libraries for different profiles, so if we do ls profiles, so I've got 3 different profiles in here. If I want different libraries in there, this is how you do it. Instead of having some you'd limit it if you lock in, a certain type of lane. If you make any changes to one lane library, you can have it separated by this profile system. Anyways, So that's pretty much done. So let's exit out of there. What else do we want to do to make sure we're ready? We have urxvt is installed. We have X resources now, so let's try urxvt. Oh, but, let's do xtr. No, we can't do that yet. So let's do exit and just close tabs. Let's go ahead and just do a reboot. These little pop-ups, nobody ever reads them. They're really irritating. Show that again, thank you. So let's see if urxvt works. It does. Okay, so it just needed a reboot, and we are also in ZSH, so we should be able to do EZ. So Neo bundle needs to be updated. So since we have EV is edit Vim, since we have all of my Vim shortcuts, leader is space. In case you read my Vim RC, leader is space. So space S is save, space Q is quit. So just when you're in normal mode. So anyways, let's go to cd.vim bundle and rm neo and neo. Back to 0 rf. We'll do Firefox. Neo bundle GitHub. Download. Probably can't do that. I need to probably do it xfce. So cd.vim bundle git clone there. Okay, and urxvt, now we should be able to do something like Z without an error. And we do good. Okay, so that's good to go. Next thing, let's get ZSH formatting. So we're going to copy recursively so that it's everything, this folder and everything inside it, from user share on my ZSH to dot. So I think if that's inclusive, so we're going to move that folder to dot on my ZSH. You know what? I'm going to do this slightly differently. So I'm going to do an mk directory dot o my ZSH, and we're going to copy recursively user share on my ZSH star into dot o my ZSH. There we go. Now Z. There we go. Cool. So this is the stock configuration, but we should be ready so long as I did do I think I did this. Virtue box guest. Yeah, so VirtualBox guest 4.4, uname A. Okay. So let's log out and into awesome. Fingers crossed, huh? Took me a while to find that little switcher, by the way. Alright, we got a problem with we.lua.61, and we still have a problem with xfce4 term. Oh, come on now, don't mess with me. There we're going to need to go to CDS, CD script, theming, /1080. Can't do that, so we need to do vim 1080. Let's do xrender. So it's, I think it's VGA 0. So let's do vim 1080. And for E, VGA -0. VGA -0. Space S. Space Q to quit, /1080. Sweet. Okay, so that took a little while to do before I restarted this video. That was why I restarted it. Okay, so we have a we.lua error in line number 61. So before I can't move the mouse. I don't know why. So let's get URXVT up here. Let's get another one up here. So let's do CDA. So that's CD to config, awesome. Now we're going to do a vim we.lua, and it was number 60, right? So if we go 60 capital G, it'll take us to line 60. Let's do that reload again. It's we.lua 61. Okay, so it doesn't like the launcher. That's fine. Let's just comment that out. So space in normal mode where RJ or JK works, just hit space minus and it'll comment out with double arrows. So in normal mode, hit space S, that's save. So Control Alt R. Almost there. We have an issue with we at 199. So let's go to back over here, hit 199 capital G. Yeah, it doesn't like piano bar. So let's go to cd.config, and you can tell by the multiple errors we're getting. Okay, so we need to touch 0, or how about, see if we can do it with echo. Echo 0 to is playing. What is it? 199. Okay, now it's 204. So we look over here. 204 is artist. So we're going to echo tool into artist. And let's get rid of these. Let's see what the next error is. It should be like 208. Yeah, 208 is title. Echo JMV into title. 212 is now playing. Oh, well, that maybe that should have been echo JMV into, and we're going to echo 10,000 days into title. Alright, so that's probably all the errors. So when all the people talk about all the errors they get from Awesome, that's probably it. No, we have more. So bling bling issues. So let's go out here and LA. So bling bling. We5. Okay, so we.lua. We need to change. We need to get rid of the battery stuff. So we'll do CDA, EW for we. So we're going to do bat. I'm going to go over here and do EA. We're going to do bat or bat lid probably. I'm going to go 0 space minus sign to comment that out with my Vim shortcuts. Space. We're going to basically go down to battery warning. We're going to go all the way from here, hit V, then K to select all this. All this battery stuff. It's huge amount of battery stuff. So everything that's clearly labeled with battery. And I'm just going to hit space minus to comment it all out. So that's, I might do a tutorial on how I'm doing that, but it's all my keyboard shortcuts. Okay, exit or escape, space S, get over here, space S, reload. Okay, still got errors. It doesn't like that bling bling is not found. So sometimes I noticed when you git clone something, ls, yeah, everything inside of bling bling is empty. That's not good. I need to check something real quick. Hold on. Sometimes if there's a .git in here, it won't. Checking real quick. Yeah, so bling bling wasn't copied over. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do GitHub. That bling bling copy. Hopefully it'll work. Git clone, shift insert. Yes, it did work. Cool. Oh, what the hell? Okay, what do they call it? GitHub. Sid Lemo. Why is everything? Okay. I really don't like this maximum number. It's way too many. Git clone https /github.com sid lemo. Username. Git clone. Saved. Oh, .git maybe. Oh, blind. I spelled it. That'd be why. I did bling blind instead of bling bling. I need to make sure that everything in here isn't like a new. Yeah, it is. Okay, so copy recursively bling bling, everything in there to here. Okay, rm bling bling folder. rm rf bling bling folder. ls now the cd to a again, so we're back here. I'm going to rm the bling bling and I'm going to do LNS profiles msjche bling bling again to here. Now it should work. Almost. Okay. Now it says issue at 482. So why is this acting so strange? So 482. So RC 482. That should have tiled and it didn't tile. I really don't understand. Run your activity. EA. Well, and we do 482, 482, capital G. Oh yeah, bat icon. We don't have a bat, so we don't need the bat icon. We don't need this either. 0, space, minus sign, space S, Alt window R. We're almost there. Okay, RC 502. So let's just go down to 502. Gen 2 launcher, right, we got rid of that, didn't we? 0, space that, reload. Cool, alright. Well, there it is. If you have a 1080, you probably want to adjust the font sizes and stuff. It's a little weird. Here, I'm going to do it this way. So Alt, L, no, not there. I'm going to go here and do it. Alt, L, and T. There. So that's what it should look like for you. And I might not be able to get out of this. But yeah, there's your Gen 2 desktop with all my bling bling stuff in there. So if you followed through the troubleshooting, how I got through that, it would be great, because that would be yeah, if you have any questions, you need to install Pandora, you need to install MPD and NC, PP, CMP, whatever the hell that thing is, but you know, you need the Conky for the HUD to work, but everything else, there's no Wi-Fi here, so we go do an actually get rid of the Wi-Fi if you're on a LAN. I do have a desktop setup that you can copy from. But anyways, I'm going to do a, I'm going to go ahead and shut down that. So that gets you nicely, sorry, that gets you cloned. And then maybe I'll do another video later. So Alt L and Alt T, get my left and top wee bars exposed again. So if there's interest, now that you know how to clone it basically, and again you're gonna have to go into the theme and change the widths and the font sizes and everywhere. Maybe we'll do that in the next video, and that'll take us through all the details. But anyways, that's how to clone my awesome desktop, or this in this case my laptop. If you have any questions, let me know. Talk to you later.